Welcome, folks, to our next episode of Trek Simplified Season 5. In today's episode, we will be beginning a two-part breakdown on the Dideridex class warbird. Just full transparency, Memory Alpha does not apparently have a lot of information. It looks like it has a lot of information, but really doesn't on Romulan ships. There are a lot of started articles, but not any that are finished even in the slightest. So get on that, Memory Alpha. But like I was saying, in today's episode, we will be covering the first half of the breakdown of the Dideridex warbird, aka the Class B, the Type B warbird of the Romulan Star Empire. History-wise, the uncloaking of a warbird of this type in 2364 during an encounter with the USS Enterprise D on the edge of the neutral zone signaled the end to 53 years of Romulan isolation. Over the next 10 years, these warbirds, under the command of both Romulan military, of both the Romulan military and the Tal Shiar, participated in numerous encounters with Starfleet and the Dominion. By 2374, they were prominently featured in the Dominion War, where they were instrumental in forcing the Dominion fleets back time and time again. The design saw action during the first and second battles of Chintaka, as well as the final showdown of the conflict, the Battle of Cardassia. 5 warbirds were used in the Battle of the Omarion Nebula, joined with 15 Cardassian Keldon-class cruisers in a combined fleet of 20 ships. The entire fleet was ambushed and destroyed by a fleet of 150 Dominion ships. At least 7 warbirds were present in the Federation Alliance fleet at the Battle of Cardassia. 1 is known to have been destroyed, and at least 5 survived. At some point circa 2380, 10 Dideridex-class warbirds battled 6 Borg cubes. The USS Cerritos was present for this conflict, but fled the scene. Daniels, a 31st century temporal agent, brought a database with him to the 22nd century that included schematics for the Dideridex. Captain Jonathan Archer and T'Pol scrolled past the schematics in 2152. As for the first half of the technical data, we will be covering a number of different things. First and foremost, the Dideridex class warbird was classified as a battle cruiser by Starfleet, using a forced quantum singularity as a power source and the latest in Romulan cloaking technology. The Dideridex was not only one of the most advanced vessels in the Romulan Star Empire, but also in the Alpha Quadrant. These warbirds were roughly twice as long as a Federation Galaxy-class starship, with a lower overall maximum warp. 2 Dideridex-class warbirds outgunned an Intrepid-class starship in a Starfleet simulation. As for its physical arrangement, the outboard plan of the warbird's design incorporated a unique, horizontally split shell, in air quotes, type hull design, with a prominent forward section. The bulk of the ship's overall size was incorporated in the open shell, which resembled 2 separate wings that met at either side of the warp nacelles. At the tail and off the neck, which was connected to the head or a primary forward hull section. The head featured the bridge, main engineering, and a majority of the primary weapon systems of the vessel. Speaking of the weapon systems, as for its tactical systems, which is going to be the last section we cover in today's episode, the primary directed energy weapons array of a warbird was located in its head and consisted of a disruptor array capable of firing both beams and pulses, which also appears to have been shared with a torpedo launcher. Some warbirds were also known to have been equipped with phasers. Additionally, 3 weapon arrays were located, one each along the top of the upper neck support, along the bottom of the lower neck support, and at the tip of the nose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to be finishing off today's technical breakdown of the Dideridex Warbird. Stay tuned for part 2 next week, where we cover the rest of the breakdown and what have you. I will say, though, as part of my my personal feelings on the Dideridex, it's honestly one of my favorite looking Romulan ships. There's really only one that beats it, and that's not even a air quotes Romulan ship. I'll give you 3 guesses as to what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But yeah, the Dideridex easily 4.75 out of 5. No questions asked. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. If you like what you see and you want to help support my work financially, stay tuned for the outro to find out that information. Hope you guys are enjoying the season so far. I'm having a great time making it. I'm recording all of these in bulk, just like I did the last season yesterday at the time of the recording. So this is a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Michael Schockman. I've been your host and commentator. Remember, as always, good night, good luck, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Secondly, if stream bucks are plentiful, please consider supporting the channel either by subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, or by grabbing some merch over at the Shock Shop. The links to all of these will be in the About section and in the description down below. Again, thank you to all of our supporters for all of the likes, shares, and views. I really appreciate it, and without all of you, our work here would not be possible. I'm Michael Schockman, folks. I've been your host and commentator. And remember, keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we will see you guys all again soon in the next one. Peace off, everybody.